What is up, my dude and dudettes, and welcome back to TellerTube. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the subreddit r/choosingbeggars. If you guys are new to my channel, be sure to subscribe as it would really help me out and allow me to continue to make these videos for you guys. And with that being said, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Choosing Beggar tries to be cheap to me at a yard sale. Hey everybody, I posted a couple of stories about some other things, but today I encountered a choosing beggar. Quick background. Due to the divorce, the county family court was in my dad's favor of selling the house I lived in for all of my life with the retailer he had chosen. A huge mistake. Thanks, court system. So, we had to move out by the end of the month with a place we could stay while the house will go into the market, which, due to COVID-19, I didn't know why the court had to ignore the consequences. Thanks again, California courts. Also, I'm a high-functioning autistic with depression, anxiety disorder, and PTSD of childhood trauma from my dad. So, trying to deal with confrontations is not what I like because I was petrified that they would behave like my dad did whenever he gets angry. Now, let's get to the cast, shall we? Me, your lovely narrator, my mother, a Hispanic woman, remember this, big sis, family friend, and the choosing beggar. The story. So for the past 4 or 5 days, we had to do a yard sale and getting rid of stuff we didn't need or want anymore. Through tears and having an emotional roller coaster, we made good progress of emptying out the house and putting things sister and I need for college and for grad school. Since the beginning of the yard sale and placing things out on the lawn, we noticed that a small Filipino lady who looks to be in her 70s had been browsing around to see which she could take. She told us that she will be sending some of it to her homeland in the Philippines. The first day was mostly clothes we were getting rid of, which were free, but as we brought out things that we were going to sell for money, she became greedy. Yesterday, or the day before, my sister noticed this lady taking the solar-powered lamps that were in our front flower bed. Sister stopped her immediately. Sister, hey, you can't take those, they're not for sale. Choosing beggar. But I like them. I understand, but my mom would like to keep those. But I can take them off your hands. Again, they're not for sale. Choosing beggar placed down the lamps back where they were. Around an hour later, my sister came out of the house after doing some things in her room and she noticed the lamps were gone. Sister knew immediately that it was choosing beggar because she tried to pull the stunt the day before of trying to get in the open garage with my mom in it. Sister explained to my mom the whole thing and my mom started to get angry with this woman. Choosing beggar tried to even name a cheaper price on items that were more expensive for that price or try to take them and think it was free, to which we told her we couldn't take that offer. Choosing beggar. But I thought most of these were free. Mom, the clothes and shoes are, but the rest is for sale. But the other day you were giving things away for free. Before it was junk that we don't want anymore. Well, I want to pay this small amount because that's what it actually costs. No, I'm sorry, you're gonna need to pay the price that it's being sold for or we're not going to have this transaction. Plus, I told you that I need the money to find an affordable place to rent so that we could live in. My mom is now pissed at choosing beggar at that point now. After that interaction that happened yesterday, she didn't stop by the rest of the day. But last night was the final straw. My mom left to go get food while sister went on a date with an old friend of hers while I was left at home on lookout in case anyone wants to buy these stuff. Before my mom left, she told me that friend was stopping by to pick up the elliptical that we were selling and getting the tools. I told her that everything will be alright and I'm going to go outside once they arrive. 10 minutes later, and friend came out of their car as I phoned my mom on speaker so that we could talk. Friend and my mom were communicating in Spanish as I stood there shivering from the cold wind, but then I saw choosing beggar's truck pulling up. Oh god, she came up beside me as friend went to pick out some stuff and I told choosing beggar to browse around to see what she likes. She asked me about the tools and I told her I wasn't sure about that and we'll have to see. Friend then said to me and my mom, still on the phone with me, that they will be back to get their truck since the elliptical wouldn't fit in their car. I noticed that choosing beggar was eyeing this DeWalt power tool bag and case and she tried to get it. I stopped her. Me. Hey, those power tools aren't free. Choosing beggar. Oh, I got 30. Here. She handed me the money. Mom, still on the phone. Those tools are not $30. We're selling them for $100. But they're used. Yes, but my ex-husband bought them for $900 and used them for work, but they're not $30. Me, I handed back her money. I'm sorry, but we can't sell it to you. I placed the bag and case in front of our closed garage and still stood outside for our friend to show up again. Choosing Beggar then went into her truck and waited for a bit as friend came back with their truck along with two of his sons. One, which was in the same class as me for 7 years and started to load up the elliptical and the tools, including the DeWalt power tools. My mom and friend were still communicating in Spanish that the stuff is free since we're family, but friend insisted on paying. Friend, you know I'm gonna have to pay you for this stuff. Mom, in Spanish, no, don't worry about it. We're family and you don't have to pay anything. They left and Choosing Beggar got down her truck. At this point, I started to become very uncomfortable because I feel like she was going to argue with me. Choosing Beggar. They took the bag and case? Yes. How much did they pay for all that stuff? Me, internally, oh hell no. Sorry, but I can't share that information, but if you come by tomorrow, we will have more stuff to sell. Choosing Beggar finally left, and I went back inside as my mom and I were arguing over the phone because there were too many things going on at once between her and Choosing Beggar communicating to me. The rest of the night went fine as I had a bean and cheese burrito. I texted sister to tell her what happened. Later on today, sister and my mom told me that Choosing Beggar wouldn't be stopping by because she's getting onto our nerves and told her to leave our property. Man, some of these people are hoarding vultures. Hey, I'll just take these off your hands. Yeah, those aren't for sale, Karen. Okay, what about this? I'll pay $30. Nope, that's selling for $100. Nice try. Choosing Beggar tries to get a microwave, but has decided his own price. So, a year ago, I broke up with my long-term partner of almost a decade. It wasn't a great breakup by any means, and I was left with an entire house worth of stuff that I couldn't stand looking at, including a microwave that we had bought about a year prior to the breakup. It was incredibly expensive for a microwave and had all the features you would expect, plus some that made my life so much easier. Fast forward to about 4 or so months ago, I had moved into my new place and still had a load of stuff in my garage left over from my breakup. I decided the time was right to sell the microwave. I listed it on Facebook Marketplace for about £45, an amount which I thought was going to be pretty fair considering how great the microwave was and its condition. I got a little interest from people at first, but nothing much until Choosing Beggar arrived in my inbox. Choosing Beggar. Is the microwave still available? Yes, it is still available. That's great. Would you take £15 for it? No, it's really worth more than I have listed it for, but I would at least like to make some of my money back. Choosing Beggar doesn't respond, and I get an offer from someone else that eventually falls through because I'm quite far away from them and they were having some difficulty getting there. It had been about 2 weeks and I decided that I might as well drop it by £5 as I still wasn't getting much joy. I immediately get a message, and surprise, surprise, it was Choosing Beggar. Choosing Beggar. Is the microwave still available? Yes, the microwave is still available. Would you take £15 for it? No, I'm sorry, but I've just dropped the price and I really couldn't go any less. But it's been available for 2 weeks and no one has bought it, so why do you think you will be able to sell it for that price? As I received this message from Choosing Beggar, I received a message from another person, a woman, who basically asked if I could hold it for the following afternoon. I said I would be happy to and gave them my address. Me, I'm afraid I have literally just sold it to someone. Why would you sell it to someone else when I was going to buy it? What do you mean you were going to buy it? You offered me a ridiculous price and I wasn't going to accept it. But you know that the price was too much. But I just sold it for that price. Fine, I will give you £20. I told you I have sold it. You still won't give it to me even though I offered you more money despite it not being worth it? Here, he sent me numerous Amazon links to other microwaves that were £15 to £20 and had none of the same features that my one had. See, it's not worth £40. You've just sent me links to different microwaves that aren't even remotely close to what I was selling. Just give me the microwave. Okay, for starters, I wasn't going to give it to you for anything less than £40 as it was more than worth that, despite you sending me links to random microwaves. Secondly, I have sold it, so I won't be giving it to you or selling it to you. Have a lovely rest of your day. What followed was a string of messages that I won't repeat here, but he made numerous allegations about my mother and his nighttime activities, so I blocked him. The lady arrived the following day, picked it up with no problems, and was incredibly grateful. Oh my goodness. "Hey, I want your microwave that you're selling, but I'm gonna price it." Yeah, I don't think lowballing is gonna work for you here, Chief. I want the big free Slurpee. As it's 7-Eleven, July 11th, here in the States, it's Free Slurpee Day at the convenience store 7-Eleven. About 10 years back, I took my son to one of the suburbs of Seattle. I come in, and the man working said the cups of the free Slurpees were next to the machine. Obviously, the free one was maybe 6 ounces, and the ones they sold were much larger. I got his and mine, and of course, still ordered a large since the store deserves to make some money still, especially for doing such a nice promotion. As I was leaving, a person I now know is a young Karen pops in with her child and asks where the free Slurpees were. She comes back to the front nearly immediately and says, where are the large free Slurpee cups? I realized in that moment that happens to this poor guy and at every other 7-Eleven every July 11th, and I felt terrible. But her ignorance was funny nonetheless. Cheers. Oh man, that's a classic. No, it's free, but I deserve a large cup. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash that like button as it would really help me out. Subscribe to my channel so you can stay up to date with my latest videos, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.